Have you ever dealt with someone who only thinks about themselves, someone who drains your energy and leaves you feeling frustrated? We've all encountered selfish people who seem immune to empathy and indifferent to how their actions impact others. But here's the thing, constantly reacting to them only fuels their behavior and depletes your peace. What if I told you that there's a way to handle these people without losing your cool? A way that allows you to maintain control, preserve your peace, and, in some cases, even influence them for the better? In this video, we'll explore powerful Stoic tactics to deal with selfish people, drawing from the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca. Stay until the end, and you'll walk away with Stoic strategies that will make dealing with selfishness in others a thing of the past. We live in a world where selfishness often prevails. From toxic work environments to self-centered relationships, dealing with selfish people has become an unavoidable part of life. These individuals can disrupt your peace, make you doubt yourself, and even lead you to question your own worth. But there's an alternative. Stoicism offers a way to navigate the frustrations that arise from others' selfishness without sacrificing your mental clarity. In this video, we're going to break down several Stoic tactics that you can apply in your daily life to deal with selfishness head-on, without letting it drain you. Before diving into the Stoic tactics, it's important to understand what selfishness truly is, and how the Stoics perceived it. Selfish people operate from a place of scarcity, where their desires, needs, and opinions take precedence over others. They act out of fear of losing control, fear of not having enough, fear of being vulnerable. But here's where Stoicism comes into play. The Stoics remind us that we cannot control others. We can only control ourselves. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is where the power lies. You can't change someone else's selfish nature, but you can change your response to it, and that changes everything. Now that we've established the foundation, let's dive into 5 powerful Stoic tactics that will allow you to handle selfish people effectively. 1. Emotional detachment. Practicing apatheia. The first step in dealing with selfish people is to emotionally detach from their behavior. This doesn't mean becoming indifferent or cold. It means practicing apatheia, the Stoic concept of maintaining emotional calm in the face of external provocations. When you encounter selfish behavior, remind yourself that their actions are not a reflection of your worth. By detaching emotionally, you prevent their behavior from having power over you. Marcus Aurelius taught, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. How do you practice apatheia? Start by recognizing when selfish actions are triggering an emotional response within you. Pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that this is outside your control. 2. View selfishness as an opportunity for virtue. One of the core principles of Stoicism is to transform every challenge into an opportunity for virtue. When you face selfishness, instead of reacting with anger or frustration, see it as an opportunity to practice patience, understanding, or even forgiveness. Seneca reminds us, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." Selfish people can easily provoke anger or resentment. But by reframing these interactions as moments to strengthen your Stoic virtues, you can maintain your composure and rise above the situation. For example, when someone constantly interrupts you to dominate a conversation, instead of reacting, practice patience. By seeing selfishness as a test of your own virtues, you remain in control of your emotions. 3. Set boundaries without conflict. One common challenge when dealing with selfish people is maintaining healthy boundaries without escalating conflict. Stoicism teaches us the importance of asserting ourselves with calmness and clarity, without falling into the trap of emotional reactivity. Epictetus taught that we must keep our wills in harmony with nature. This means setting boundaries that reflect your values while accepting that others may not always respect them. The key is consistency. Define your boundaries clearly and uphold them with confidence, not aggression. For example, if someone continually disregards your time, don't react with frustration or resentment. Calmly state your boundaries, and if necessary, reinforce them by stepping away from situations where your limits are not respected. 4. Control your perception, the power of objective judgment. Another Stoic principle essential for dealing with selfish people is controlling your perception. As Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. In other words, how you perceive a selfish person's actions is more important than the actions themselves. When someone behaves selfishly, ask yourself, is this really about me? Or is it a reflection of their own internal struggles? By separating yourself from the situation and seeing it objectively, you can avoid taking their behavior personally. This mental shift allows you to navigate selfishness with a sense of detachment and peace. Instead of thinking, they're being selfish toward me, reframe it as, they're acting selfishly because of their own issues, which I can't control. This cognitive shift makes a significant difference in how you respond. 5. Practice premeditatio malorum. Prepare for the worst. Finally, one of the most powerful Stoic tools for handling difficult people is premeditatio malorum, or premeditation of evils. The Stoics believed in mentally preparing for worst-case scenarios so that when challenges arise, you're not caught off guard. Before engaging with someone you know to be selfish, mentally prepare yourself for their likely behavior. Imagine them acting in their typical self-centered manner. By preparing yourself for the worst, you become emotionally resilient. When the behavior occurs, you're already ready for it, and it no longer disturbs your peace. Marcus Aurelius would often meditate on the potential selfishness, rudeness, or inconsiderate actions of others before starting his day. This practice allowed him to remain unshaken by their behavior, because he was already mentally prepared for it. By combining these Stoic tactics, you create a powerful defense against selfishness. The key is in understanding that dealing with selfish people isn't about changing them, it's about mastering yourself. Stoicism offers us a roadmap to remain steady, unshaken, and composed, no matter how chaotic or selfish those around us may be. Through emotional detachment, the practice of virtue, setting clear boundaries, controlling perception, and premeditation, you become immune to the behavior that once drained you. As Marcus Aurelius says, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. When you embody Stoic virtues in your interactions with selfish people, you become the calm amidst the storm, a beacon of inner strength and resilience. While it's tempting to see selfish people as enemies or obstacles, Stoicism reminds us that they can also be our greatest teachers. Every encounter with selfishness is an opportunity to practice your Stoic principles. By consistently applying these tactics, you may even find that selfish people begin to change in response to your unshakable calm. Remember, you can't change selfish people, but you can change how you respond to them. And in doing so, you reclaim your power and preserve your inner peace. Thank you for watching. If you found this Stoic wisdom valuable, hit the subscribe button and share this video with someone who needs it. Leave a comment below about your experiences dealing with selfish people and how you plan to implement these tactics. Stay strong, stay Stoic.